Hey guys, Demondre Douglas here. My life has officially changed. I have the best job I've ever had. I'm officially making six figures, and it's all praise to the Most High God of Israel. Um, the company that helped me get to where I am, they came to me and they said, "Hey, are you looking for a job?" I'm like, "Yes," even though I had a job, I'm always looking for a better job. And they said, we're having an investor meeting, and rather than the director speak, we want someone who's been in your situation, who's elevated themselves to speak. And they stressed to me how important it was, and they told me that if all goes well, you know, contract, etc., etc. Um, I prayed to God, and the song kept playing in my hand. I give myself away so you can use me. So I literally, like, I had written down like a whole lot of what I was gonna say, family. And when it came time to speak, it was just like God was just like, let me handle this. I literally didn't use the information. And I just spoke off the top of my head. And I kept it short and sweet. And what I didn't know was there were there were a lot of people, more people than I could count. But I didn't know these people were millionaires. I didn't know these people were ambassadors and representatives of companies that give money, a lot of money. And they're all based here in Atlanta. It was like Grady. There were any big name company, the philanthropy, the philanthropist. That's what it was. It was the philanthropist. Family, I nailed it. Like it was literally the best speech I've ever given in my life. It reminded me of standing up for church and going in front of the congregation. And my director, like, oh God bless her heart, um, she's left-handed too. FYI, I just found that out. Um, she purposely didn't tell me how many people were gonna be present and who these people were, and that's really a blessing from God because had she told me, I probably would have said no. Just to be honest with you, because I would have felt like I am not of this class and this caliber of people, and I would have just said no. And it would have been the biggest missed opportunity of my life. And I'm family, like, it's taken everything in me not to cry. Like, I stared at my wall, my family wall, especially my kids. I stared at the pictures of my kids, and I was like, if I can be successful at this. I only get one shot. If I can do this right, I can change my kids' life. Like they can go to private school. I could just change my kids' life. And it brought me back to when I was a kid in church. Pastor Pettisclo, I'll never forget this, Showers of Blessed Ministries. It was like a little small church. Now she has a huge mega church in Louisiana, my hometown of Shreveport. And she brought me in front of the congregation and she said that I was going to speak to millions of people. She said that I was going to speak to very important people. And she said that I would be a testimony for God. She said that I would speak multiple languages. So as I was growing up, I would literally in high school try to take other language courses. The only one I successfully completed was Spanish. However, I never had anyone to speak Spanish with, so I I can't speak it fluently. I can just understand bits and pieces in certain words. But now I have like over 100,000, maybe almost, if not 200,000. I know minimum 100,000 views on YouTube. And a lot of people that watch my videos are based out of India. They're based out of countries that I would have never ever thought that um, I could give my story, my testimony to, of how God changed my life and how Jesus Christ changed my life. Family, I was like, I wanted to commit suicide. I didn't want to live anymore. I lost my marriage. I lost my home. I lost my job. I have a medical condition. I'm anemic severely. Um, I have to make sure I'm eating properly. I have to make sure I'm taking my medication. They diagnosed me with PTSD. They diagnosed me with depression. I had family members. Guys, you know my story. It's on YouTube, and it was a blessing. YouTube's been a blessing to me because it allowed me, for my own self, to document my journey from this is the lifestyle I'm living before Christ. Okay, now I've had this sort of awakening, and I know a little bit about what I should be doing and I shouldn't be doing. To I know more, I'm more awakened to, okay, my inner voice is your inner voice is either coming from God or it's coming from the enemy. And then it took the little things for me to gain that trust in myself. Things like God just saying, oh, my inner voice saying, well, I want to give God all the glory. It's God. It's God in you, family. Saying, hey, go this way. Hey, do this, do that. And just trusting Him and just trusting the voice in my mind and receiving a favorable outcome. And people asking me, how do you know this? And so at the end of it all, the director was very happy, and we got the investment, and we got more than what we asked for. And on top of that, I just had a conversation with this woman because I realized how important she was, and I didn't realize how, not that her making that amount of money would change how I feel about her because she's helped me so much. It just impressed me how she held it all together. And so my voice told me, ask her if she has children. And she has daughters. I have daughters. My voice said, ask her if they're young. I asked her if they're young. She said, yes. Keep in mind now, I only know this woman in a professional capacity. I know nothing personal of this woman's life. And my spirit's like, ask her, are her daughters around the age of 6? One was 6, one was 3. And she's like, you really do talk to God. And I'm like, yes, like I'm not faking. I'm getting divine inspiration, but I'm only getting this through Jesus Christ because I am living as sin-free as I can. I am being as close to pure-hearted as I can. I do everything that I do with pure intentions. I don't steal, I don't kill. I do everything that I do. If I'm not gonna do it out of the kindness of my heart, I'm just not gonna do it. Even down to my job. When I work, I tune up cars. Today we're fixing on a Ford Edge. It has a turbo and the intercooler. Anyway, if you don't know about cars, you won't understand. But like, I love making cars better. I love adding turbos. I love just making cars better. It's not even a job to me. Just like these videos and my testimonies, it's not even a job to me. Just like now, speaking to people who are in a position to help those less fortunate, it's not a job for me. It's like, I just feel like it's what I'm meant to do. Like, I'm meant to tell people that there is help out there. God does love you. You do not have to commit the unthinkable. You don't even have to think about it. Because when you're in a narcissistic situation, be it a spouse, be it a parent, a lot of us stay in those situations because we don't have the faith, and we have fear that if these people are not in our lives, that we will fail. Or even, sometimes even worse, we come up with things that may happen that just aren't even true. Like, I felt like if me and my spouse separated, I wouldn't find another one. I felt like if I cut my mom out of my life, God forbid I get locked up or something just very bad happens to me. You know, most people know your mom is going to be that one person who will look out for you. However, when these people are mentally and verbally and emotionally abusing you, the bad outweighs the good, family. And if you find yourself being a good person and you're in situations to where the people around you are using you or abusing you, you have to trust God. You have to trust God. You have to know that, hey, I'm such and such years old. Hey, I've been through this, that, and the third, and I am still here. That means God loves you, family. He's trying to communicate with you. He's trying to tell you to get away from these people. I am enjoying the best of my life that I've ever had, and it started with God, but it really took another level once I let go of these people out of my life. I don't I don't hate them. I'm working on forgiveness. It's a daily thing, almost like an addiction. Um, just like me being clean. Now I've been clean so long that I take pride in it. Like, there's no way. Like, I don't even want to be around it. I have no problem. I'm not gonna judge you because I was in that situation. I was you. And I was you in the sense that I have so many issues and problems that this drug and this alcohol numbs me and makes me feel good. However, it only lasts for a moment. Once you find the love and the joy of Jesus Christ, it will transcend all human understanding. You will wake up happy, full of energy, and not know why, family. And it will be because of God. You will He said, you will walk and not faint. I could be at work. I can work 8 hours a day. I can work 12 hours a day. Be super tired. And when I put my eyes on God and the task at hand and focus in the moment, the next thing I know, it's over. I've made a good amount of money and I've done a good job. And this is what you have to do, family. This is what you have to do. I know they say chosen ones can't work. That is true. You can't work a normal job. And that is because the light inside you is going to irritate way too many people. So I am a contractor. So even when I work on cars, I am a business doing business with another business. Even now, speaking at these events, I am my own. I am an individual doing business with an organization. I am not an employee of the organization. I am a contractor. And I never would have, like, I don't know, family. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. And if this is happening to me, I know it's either happening to you or it's about to happen to you, family. Be steadfast. Because when I got this call, from the day I got this call up until yesterday, family, I experienced extreme warfare. I couldn't sleep. I literally woke up with marks on my body. It's one of the reasons I wear sleeves. I woke up with marks and I'm like, where did this come from? Like, I can't, how is this possible? And the warfare can get that deep, family. They're telling the truth when they tell you that when Satan attacks the hardest, that means your breakthrough is on the other side of that attack, family. And if I would have given up, if I would have stopped praying, if I would have fell back into sin, if I would have picked up a bottle or picked up a blunt, I wouldn't be here right now. It was the fact that I had faith in God and I used my past experiences of God bringing me through things instead of my past experience of the bad. and the BS. And that just takes, self-talk. That just takes you being confident in yourself. And the less you are around these people, the more you will trust in yourself. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but spirits, principalities, and powers in high places. So please don't hate your narcissistic family member, your narcissistic spouse, because God can change them. However, they have to want to change, and you can't do it. God put you in their life to be an example to them and also to level you up. There is no greater victory than someone trying to utterly destroy you and you being successful. And then on top of you being successful, being able to help them. Definitely do it from a distance. Don't allow this person back into your life. But if they come to you and they need help and God puts it on your heart to help them, help them. Me personally, I wouldn't give money. However, if you needed an item, I would just buy that item for you. I would just point you in the right direction to what you need. Anyway, family, this is, outside of my kids being born, the best day of my life, family. Like, God's been blessing me up. Oh, by the way, got a review of the Lenovo Flex 3i coming up, dropping soon. So look into that. You know, my channel is The Spirit of Tech. I talk about the spiritual side of life, and I talk about technology. That's my passion. Anything dealing with technology, I don't care if it's cars, I don't care what it is. If it's dealing with technology or it's dealing with God, that's just what I love to do. And I thank you all for supporting this. If you are watching this, may God bless you with the spirit of prosperity and protection in the name of Jesus Christ. You can make it, family. He loves you. I know it. Love yourself, be kind to others, and be blessed, guys.